A legal battle is brewing over a residential development in Okaloosa County. WKRG News 5's Darius McCormick explains why some people who live in the Baker community are at odds with the developer and how things escalated to the point of a lawsuit.
The Buckhaven project is a proposed 132-lot residential neighborhood on Buckwood Road in Baker. Residents filed a lawsuit alleging the development violates land development code. Brian Kornberg says land clearing crews crossed property boundaries and uprooted his trees.
The boundary marker that had been surveyed by their surveyor and ours, and they had actually put incorrect markers 10 feet onto our property and already had removed a half dozen of our oak trees. That buffer zone has been destroyed.
And he says his property wasn't the only one impacted.
On a neighboring property went about 25 yards over the property boundary for a distance of 450 feet. So they lost a quarter acre of forest to a lack of care and concern on the property boundary.
The fight between residents and county officials is part of a much bigger story. For years, residents in North Okaloosa County have accused officials of putting developers' interests before the communities. Now, residents say it's time to take action. The Buckhaven project is part of a larger push for development in Okaloosa County, with supporters highlighting potential economic benefits and housing solutions. Critics, however, worry about the increased traffic concerns and the loss of farmland and wildlife.
If you don't have farms, you don't have food. And if you don't protect your natural resources, you lose them, and it becomes a real problem later on when you don't have these resources because they're irreplaceable.
The lawsuit asks the court to halt the development and enforce zoning regulations that protect agricultural land. In Baker, Darius McCormick, WKRG News 5.